Woo! Peace and love to all of you beautiful souls on this wonderful day. I hope that you guys are having a beautiful day wherever you are. I'm sending everyone a lot of good energy and love and peace. Once again, my name is Sheldon. I help people ascend their consciousness and discover the path to enlightenment. If you are new to this channel, I am bringing wisdom, 5D ascension, love, peace, harmony, all the good stuff that's going to make you feel real good inside. Just really how to become a better person, just things you can do. And if you are new here, do me a favor and absolutely destroy that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Today, we are talking about the 7 Hermetic Principles. We're going to continue this series, and this is chapter 5, the principle of rhythm. So everything flows in and out. Everything has its tides. Everything has its ups and downs. The pendulum swings. The Kabbalion. Now, what does this mean? This is a mental game. So the masses are always subject to this principle of rhythm. When you're unconscious of the rhythmic swing of the pendulum, you experience pretty much 50% good days, 50% bad days, 50% negativity, 50% positivity, because the pendulum is always in motion in life. So the Hermetics knew this. Now, when you start to become the master, you start to rise above, you start to vibrate higher, and you can start to polarize your energy towards positive things. Love, peace, harmony, abundance, focusing on what you want to see in your life, and trying to keep the pendulum in one motion, in one direction. Not easy, not easy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that I've had this mastered, because I don't. I am in the process of self-mastery. I think that's the reason that we're all here. We're here to master ourselves, master our senses, master our willpower, master the mind. Really master who you are. And this is a part of it, right? So the master understands the pendulum swing of life and how it's always in play. The rhythmic swing of the pendulum, of the polarities, right? The rhythmic swing of emotion, the rhythmic swing of balance in life. You see this a lot in society, even in nature, where something will be going good for a period of time, and then it will start going bad. Peace and war, all that stuff, right? So this is the pendulum of life, and it is a mental game, right? So when we become aware that the pendulum is always in motion, that when you're having such an extremely good day, the high vibrations are there, you're loving life, you're inspired, you're enjoying yourself, you're spreading love, you're gonna eventually be swung back. You will be subject to the swing of the pendulum. You're gonna be swung back to the other side, where you're gonna have a less than ideal day, a less than ideal time, be in less than ideal spirits, right? So when we become conscious of this and understand that everything in life was made to be balanced, however, you still do have the authentic choice to try to keep yourself in the highest spirits at all times, right? So this is why the Hermetics taught this, because they want you to know that the pendulum is always in motion, that you're subject to it if you're unconscious of it. But when you become conscious of it, you can start to really figure out how your mind works, how the universe works. These are universal laws. Don't forget this, guys. The 7 Hermetic Principles are universal laws. The universe resides within you. So everything that you see around you is subject to these specific laws. The pendulum swing, the principle of rhythm, is always in motion. Everywhere you go, everywhere you look, it's always in motion, and within you the most, right? But it's up to us to vibrate above. The Hermetics talk about it in this chapter. They talk about when you're able to vibrate above the majority of the masses, you can start to take back more of your power and polarize towards one direction. towards whatever you want to see in your reality. If you want good days, you can always have good days, but it takes a lot of practice and, solitude, meditation, willpower, mastery in order to achieve this. This is probably the hardest thing to achieve, I think, anyways. Like manifesting, playing with energy, it's all about playing with energy, right? It's all about playing with energy, but it's really all about mastery at the end of the day, right? So, when you're manifesting something, you got to put a lot of good energy into it. You got to be polarized in one direction. You can't allow that rhythmic swing, because if you allow that rhythmic swing, if you allow that pendulum to keep on swinging within the mind, you're going to be manifesting, and then you're going to be telling yourself that you can't have it, right? So this is the issue. People kind of stay in limbo because of this. People are inspired one day and, kind of in a hole the next. And, it's really crucial and important to understand this, because you can and have the ability to stay in those high vibrations, because those high vibrations are what bring in more of that, right? So it's so important to stay there and to polarize in that direction, because you're going to start manifesting, you're going to start bringing in better energy, better people, better situations, more love, more peace, more abundance, all that stuff. If you decide and choose not to be subject to the swing of this rhythm, to the pendulum swing. I'm not saying that this is easy, once again, guys. I'm saying that this takes a lot of practice, that this takes a lot of work. But understand, the main teachings of this chapter is to understand that the pendulum is always, always, always in motion in life. Always. Right? So when I became aware of this, when I first read this, it made a lot of sense to me. It's like the masses are inevitably swung back to the other side, like the swing of the pendulum. When there's a good day, there's going to be a bad day. And we know this in life, but we didn't really understand what that certain law that was in place. It's all about balance. It really is. Everything has to be balanced, but that doesn't mean that you can't, for the most part, be in the best state possible, because that's what's going to bring in the most for you, right? This is what I have been working on a lot, is trying to minimize the amount of days that I'm not feeling like I normally feel. If I'm having a bad day, I'm trying to minimize those days, because I don't like feeling like that. I like being in high spirits. I like being, full of love and good energy, and spreading that wisdom and energy with other people, and helping other people. And some days it's just like I don't feel up to the task, and I don't like feeling like that, right? So, and I'm sure that a lot of people that are watching this right now feel the same way. I mean, this is something that the majority are subject to. However, we do have the power. Trust me, you are an incredibly powerful being. So just know, out of this lesson, the main point is to know that this rhythm is in place, that this pendulum swing is in place. However, you have a choice. You can become the master of yourself and continually keep yourself in those high spirits, high vibrations, and not be subject to the swing of the pendulum. Keep yourself in the beautiful rhythm. And that way you're going to bring in everything that you want to bring in your life. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this chapter. I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. If you did, please destroy that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But for now, we will part ways. So peace, love, have a glorious, magical, beautiful, wonderful day, guys. I love you guys so much. I'm sending you guys a lot of good energy on this day. Have a wonderful day. Peace.